What's up, everybody? We got another WrestleMania. Today we're doing WrestleMania 34, but before that, my name is Brett Mix, and I'm here for Macho Wrestling 101, Macho Madness. Hit like and subscribe if you like my channel, or if you're into talking classic wrestling. I stay up to date with today's wrestling as well, so you'd like it either way. So any subscription counts for me because it's a new channel and I'm trying to build it, so thank you very much for that if you do. But for now, let's get to the event. We had some preliminary matches. Cedric Alexander defeated Mustafa Ali to win the vacant Cruiserweight title. Matt Hardy last eliminated Baron Corbin in an Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. And Naomi last eliminated Bayley in a 20 women's Battle Royal. So those were the three preliminary matches. We opened the fourth match of the night and the first of the main card after America the Beautiful was, of course, sang. Was a triple threat match for the Miz's IC title. The Miz was defending against both Seth Rollins and Finn Balor, and this match was a banger. This match was quick. It had great two spots in a triple threat match where there's the two men go at it and one's not there. Got spots like Rollins hitting a superplex on Balor after a fall, but for a Falcon Arrow, but Balor countered to an inside cradle. Miz hit the skull crushing Canelli on Rollins for a 2 count. That was an awesome offensive exchange there. In the end, though, the Miz hit Rollins with a bulldog, and Balor with another sling blade followed by a drop kick that sent the Miz into the turnbuckle. Balor off the top with the coup de grace foot stomp on Miz. When Balor tried to cover, Rollins hit the stomp on Balor. So Rollins got the win at 15:30 to become the new Intercontinental Champion. I think that's a 4-star classic. It was definitely a great WrestleMania opener, one of the best ones. It got the full 4 stars, so it's obviously one of the best openers in WrestleMania history. Nothing can touch Brett and Owen, but definitely a great opener. And 4 stars. Next up, we have Asuka and Charlotte Flair. This is Asuka's undefeated streak on the line, because remember, she went to WWE with an undefeated streak in NXT, and then she winds up winning the Women's Royal Rumble to keep her streak intact, even though I don't know if it would technically be over if she was eliminated in the Royal Rumble. The Royal Rumble's not really like a match where you win and loss record, but they had her win it, so she's going strong all the way to WrestleMania, and she gets there and nothing. A great match, but nothing. Charlotte Flair is the apple of WWE's eye, and that's as long as Triple H is in the company, that's how it's gonna stay. Triple H idolizes her dad and is best friends with her dad, and I'm sure Charlotte Flair was always around when these good times have been had. And I'm not trying to rhyme, but seriously, Charlotte Flair is a great wrestler, a great worker, I understand, but it's over the top sometimes. I don't think she should have broke Asuka's streak here. But she did. It was a great little match they put together. Good selling, nice psychology, all that fun, good stuff. And Asuka ended up tapping, too, at 13:05. I give the match 3.5 stars. Like I said, it had those good moments. It had some drama. I don't think they took it to a whole other classic level, but at the same time, this was a good match, and disappointing finish, but you can't take away from this was a good match. 3.5 stars for this one. So far, WrestleMania is off to a good start. 4 stars and then 3.5 stars. This is around the time where they're booking the shows very long, over 5 hours in length. They're not on 2 nights yet. This is still where they're on single nights. So they make a lot of multi-men matches, and yeah, so far so good. Next was the United States Championship Fatal 4-Way between Randy Orton, the champion, Bobby Roode, Rusev, and Jinder Mahal. The crowd was great on Rusev for Rusev Day. In the end, Jinder Mahal hit the Kala on Rusev and pinned him to win at 8:15. 2.5 stars I give this match. It was a basic Fatal 4-Way. It was like Raw standard, just a little bit better because it's WrestleMania. But yeah, I think Jinder Mahal going over was interesting at the time. They were still obviously involved in his push, so that's a winner that I'm not scratching my head at. I think you would have thought Rusev might have won considering how over he was, but they decided to strap the title on Jinder. So 2.5 stars there. Next, we had Triple H and Stephanie taking on Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey. If nothing else, people were really interested on how this would play out, and I think it surpassed everybody's expectations, to be honest with you. The crowd was great. The four of them were great. Angle and Rousey were great, better than expected. Stephanie and Triple H were better than expected. So this match, I give it 4 stars. I think this was tremendous because it was sports entertainment with wrestling. They managed to, and with fighting, they managed to put a little UFC in there. So yeah, it was very it was technically sound without being a technical match. It was had a lot of fun high spots, and there was never a boring moment during the match. It was really exciting for the 20 minutes it went. So 4 stars there. Dana White was in attendance, even cheering on Ronda. So 4 stars. Next up, we have the SmackDown Tag Titles: the Usos, the New Day, and the Bludgeon Brothers in a triple threat tag team title match. The Bludgeon Brothers would become the new champions, taking it off the Usos. They were pretty dominant in the match, were the Bludgeons. I give it 2 stars. Basic triple threat tag, like these multi-man matches are just the basic what you would expect. Spot here, spot there, duo there, duo here, and just thrown together at WrestleMania. The Bludgeon Brothers were dominant in the match. I remember that. So 2 stars there. Then next we had the impromptu Cena Undertaker. I'll give that a 1.5 stars just because they both showed up. It was just a little brawl of Taker hitting his big moves and Cena missing his big one, and then Undertaker hitting his couple moves, and it ended at 2:45. So a 1.5 stars. They could have done something a lot better than this, but nonetheless, it is what it is. Next, we had Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn against Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan. This match was good, but I just think it could have been placed at a better spot. The crowd was a little bit tired out at this juncture, this spot, and it's not that the match wasn't good, but some parts felt a little bit long. You expect in a match with Zayn against Daniel Bryan, or Kevin Owens with Zayn against Daniel Bryan, you're going to get top-notch wrestling, and it's not like the action was bad. It's just this didn't go to the epic level that it had the potential to, because Shane McMahon proved that against AJ Styles the year before he can go, he can still go. So, in the end, it was a good match. I just expect when it's WrestleMania, those 3 workers, I'm expecting a 4-star, but it was still good. I give it 3.25 stars. The winners were Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon, by the way, when Bryan slapped the S-Lock on Sami Zayn, who tapped out at 15:25. But yeah, 3.25 stars there. The attendance numbers was 78,133. Usually inflated are those numbers, so take that with a grain of salt. The Raw Women's title was up next as Alexa Bliss took on Nia Jax. This was the bully versus the pretty girl in school, or the bully and then the pretty girl bully, and the overweight non-popular girl getting her revenge. That's kind of the storyline. I mean, I'm not bashing her weight. I'm just telling you what the storyline was. They even made jokes about her weight, I believe, in the build-up. Not directly, but indirectly, because the whole shaming stigma. It was predictable the way it was going to be. Bliss running away, trying to get her offense in. She'd hit some, but Jax would get the better of her. I gave it 2 stars. But, Nia Jax won at 10:15 after she jumped off the middle rope with a Samoan drop, and then hit with a Samoan drop. Alright, next we had the WWE title match. Shinsuke Nakamura, after winning the Royal Rumble, goes off to face AJ Styles. Now, this is a dream match. It's happened in Japan. It was classic over there. Would it be classic here? Close. It wasn't a bad match, but it wasn't a good. It wasn't really a good match. It was a great match, but it's not anything more than that. If that makes sense, I give it 3.5 stars. When you're at 3.5 stars, you're flirting with 7.5 out of 10. You're almost there. You're almost at a classic or a close to classic match. I don't know if it's because the crowd was dead for a lot of it. This is some 4.5 hours into the event. You got to remember, but no, they hit their big moves. I like that Styles worked on Nakamura's leg the whole match. It was solid for what it was. It really was. It's just when you have Nakamura and Styles, you expect a little bit more. Nakamura hit the reverse exploder suplex. Nakamura set up for Shinkasa knee attack, but Styles avoided it and hit the Styles Clash for the pinfall at 2020. So 3 stars and a half I give that match. AJ Styles was the winner. So both Royal Rumble winners, Asuka and Shinsuke Nakamura, both lose. Both Asian and both Rumble winners in the same year, but both lose on their WrestleMania title match. Interesting. Raw Tag Team title match, we had Braun Strowman and Nicholas against Sheamus and Cesaro. Obviously, this is just known for the Bar dropping the titles to a boy for the stands who was actually the son of WWE referee John Conan. And, or Kone, I'm not sure how you spell his name, or pronounce it Kone or Cone. It's C-O-N-E for the record. Yeah, I'm not going to rate it. I'll rate it a dud. Not that it's terrible. I actually enjoyed the moment somewhat, but the match itself is a dud just because I can't rate a match with a kid in it. It's even if you didn't get involved in the physical action. I'm not gonna rate it. I'll just put it as a dud. And then next we had the Universal title on the line between Brock and Roman. This is the main event. Whether fans liked it or not, right? Brock and Roman, they hit their big spots in this match. This was a very physical match. I remember the crowd didn't like it in parts, but they were actually going all out, and they did everything they could to put on a great match here, no matter what the fans thought, and I respected that. And Brock Lesnar got the better of Roman Reigns. We all thought this is all designed for Roman to get the title, but Brock Lesnar pulled out the win, and it was a big surprise. He hit another F5 on Reigns and covered him for the victory just after the 17-minute mark, and to retain the Universal title. There was a ton of kickouts in this match. It went kind of long, but it was a bloody mess in parts. So I mean, it was just a good brawl. I can't rate it low. I want to rate it 3 stars, but I got to remember how it just kind of felt like a kick-out fest, and I got to remember that it wasn't the greatest booked match. But I am going to go ahead and give it 3 stars. I think that's people might think I'm overrating that match, but that's what I give it because of the effort. I actually think it was a 3-star match. I can see how people have it lower than that, but I think it's 3 stars. It sounds right. And for this WrestleMania, I give it a 7.5 out of 10. There was a lot of good on this card. There's a couple great, and there was a lot of good. The bad was kept low, or it was kept to the standard average grade. What I'm trying to say is there was no real terrible matches on the card. Even the filler matches seemed somewhat important and were in the 2 to 3 star category. It wasn't like there was a 1-star match here and then a 1.5 star match here. There's like 1 or 2 of those in there, but not on the regular, because the night had a lot of matches, so it's important that it flowed well and didn't have those terrible matches in between like the early WrestleManias. So yeah, this match is 7.5 might be a bit high. Maybe it's closer to 7. If there was a 7.25, I would do that, but I don't do that. I don't do quarter ratings. So a low 7.5 is the most accurate for this event. Alright, that's WrestleMania 34. Hit like and subscribe if you're new to this channel, or if you just happen to stop by and like it. We'll go to WrestleMania 35 after this. Thanks for watching all along. I'm Brett Mix. That's my opinion, and I'm out.